Daniel walks through the city one last time. But today, everything feels different. The streets are the same. The people move as they always have, rushing to work, laughing in cafes, lost in their thoughts. But Daniel is no longer apart from them. He is not watching the world. He is within it, moving as part of something whole. For the first time, he doesn't feel the need to define himself. There is no identity to maintain, no past to carry, no future to chase. Only this moment, raw, alive, unfolding as it is. And yet there's still one thing left to do. His feet find their way back to the monastery, where Ajahn Suriya waits for him one last time. The monk is not meditating, nor teaching. Instead, he is simply sitting outside, pouring tea into 2 small cups. Daniel kneels before him, watching the steam rise, swirl, and disappear into the cool morning air. For a long while, neither of them speaks. Then, without looking up, Ajahn Suriya asks, "You see it now, don't you?" Daniel nods. He does. He has spent his life searching for himself, believing that happiness, purpose, and meaning could be found in a stable, unchanging self. But in the end, there was never anything to grasp. The self was not something he had to protect. The self was not something he had to find. There is only this, the tea, the warmth of the cup in his hands, the sound of birds in the distance. Reality, just as it is. Ajahn Suriya sets his cup down. People think enlightenment is something far away, something only for monks, something difficult. But it is always here. He gestures at the steam rising from Daniel's cup. This moment is always appearing and disappearing, yet you try to hold on to it. But tell me, how do you grasp the steam? Daniel exhales softly. You don't. The monk smiles. That is how you live without a self. You don't grasp at life. You simply experience it. Daniel sits with the words. For the first time, he is not looking for more. He is not searching. He is just here. The world has not changed, but he has. He no longer needs an answer. He no longer needs a path. He no longer needs to be anyone. Daniel takes a slow sip of tea, feeling the warmth spread through his body. It is enough. Ajahn Suriya watches him for a moment, then lets out a quiet chuckle. Well then, he says, standing, the tea is getting cold. And with that, the monk walks away, leaving Daniel with nothing left to seek and everything left to experience. And now, ask yourself, what happens when you stop chasing an identity? What happens when you let go of the idea that you need to be someone? If there is nothing to protect, nothing to search for, then what is left? Are you ready to stop seeking and simply be?